Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Empowerment Tuesday call. This is Kim Hui. I'm coming to you from Los Angeles. I'm back in LA right now, and I'm really excited. I look at how far we've come from how we started, humble beginning back in February of the pre-launch until where we are here today. Obviously, we had came back from our conference in Anaheim. And this last week, we had an incredible run. The entire company, we have achieved a big step. It's a little step, but a big step towards a huge goal that we're targeting. And so it's an honor and pleasure for me to be greeting all of you. And thank you for tuning in on a Tuesday afternoon and morning or evening or wherever you are. And so today, our topic today is about create a wave. And so what we have gone and what we've been the last 7 months has been remarkable. We closed the day on Sunday of a record high since the pre-launch. We had started this company in February, and on Sunday alone, we hit close to $1.6 million in sales on Sunday. And so, and that's kudos to all the leaders, every single one of you out there that are part of this movement, and they're part of this incredible wave that we're creating. And so, as a matter of fact, what I like to do is this, since it's the first week that we come back from the convention, I know that many people on the call here today have experienced from last week on Sunday, experienced record high of the check and of the team. People are ranking up, people are cycling. And so it's really amazing for me to see all the months of hard work that we put out in the field. A step by step, obviously to create a wave, we have to start off from somewhere, right? And the last couple of months, many of us are in the trenches, in the field, building step by step and padding up event to event to event to where we are here today. So I actually had asked three of my friends to come up and to share with you guys what had happened to their business the last week. It was crazy. And so I asked three friends from different part of North America to come on. And so the first guest we have on is, many of you know her. She's like a princess. So with that, Amy Dunlap, would you come on the call, please? Welcome, Amy. Where are you, Amy? Where are you?
Gosh. Do you want to see?
Absolutely. Show me where you are.
You're going to die. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Wait, you guys. The Global Opportunity Empowerment Tuesday, they want to know where we're at.
Oh my gosh. Are you
We're in Beaumont, Texas, in the Care Infusion Clinic, and it is packed out. Like, we're having to bring in seats from the trunk of people's cars into the infusion center to get enough seating in Beaumont, Texas.
Wow.
With brand new Club 30 leader Gail Elliott, tipping 3-star elite this week.
Awesome. Yay, congratulations, Gail Elliott. That is awesome, you guys. Okay, good. Now we're going to pan the camera to all the way to Florida, Orlando, Florida. We have Kina Johnson, come on up.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, beautiful couple. How are you
Hello,
guys?
everyone.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being on the call. Now we're going to pan the camera to North America, to all the way to Canada. Hey, Mr. Gilbert.
How are you doing? We're excited, absolutely ready for this call. What an amazing week. Conference was out of this world. And I'll tell you, I've been in this industry 23 years, and I'll never been this excited about what's happening. Like 1.6 million in one day.
Absolutely.
That's what we're talking about. Back to you.
Yes, thank you so much. I mean, it seems like it's a big step, but it's also a small step in a different way, because, wait until we hit $10 million a day, and it is going to happen. We've done it before, and we're really excited. So let's start I know Amy has a group of people waiting for you in Texas. And so I know you flew there this morning. So Amy, let's start with you because I want to make sure that you get back to your meeting. So Amy, tell us, what was last week like? I know that especially last day, we were going crazy. Like you were telling me you feel like you were homeless because you were sitting on a computer all day. So tell us what took place and what happened to your business.
Oh, wow. Well, I knew that the week was going to be amazing, but I think that I didn't realize how amazing it was going to be. And, you have been saying to me, Kim, like you had said to me, keep sowing the seeds, keep sowing the seeds, keep sowing the seeds. And I had done that. Like I think that I've done about 30 events in the last 6 weeks at least. And so when this promotion happened, because I have been sowing seeds, like the harvest was really there, just like what you had said. So it wasn't like we were coming in from no work at all. Like we had been doing the work and we had built the relationship, built the culture, built the vision. So when we had the ability to power up leaders literally from all over the world, were understanding and really just, we just started really just creating that vision, and it almost created a momentum. I think I said this to you on Sunday, like it created a momentum that I literally couldn't even catch up with. I saw my reflection in the window when I walked by, and that's when I said that to you. I saw myself, I'm like, whoa, who's that? And I look like a homeless person because I've been rubbing my head and I still have my pajamas on, but that's the best kind of day, So it just has totally set us up for incredible success. So amazing.
That is awesome. Awesome. Now, how many, like I know that you broke a lot of people in Club 30 and then elites and then ranking up. So how does that work? How did it work for you and your team?
Yes. So, I think a lot of it is, we have been outcasting the vision. I think that that's so important, like you've got to do those things that you need to do when you need to do them. You can't wait until the last minute. So we had been out really working and, even today out working. And so when the promotion came into place, we were ready for it. And we just started, we had 8 people go Club 30. But because we had so many people go Club 30, that pushed us over to 2 brand new 3-star leads. And then even here today, I know this isn't your question, but 2 new 3-star leads. But what's really interesting is here I am in Beaumont, Texas, and Gail Elliott worked till the very last minute. She went Club 30, but probably from this event tonight, she'll hit 3-star lead because I think sometimes like it's not just about the power up packs, but it set us up for incredible momentum going forward. And, it's just, so amazing.
Awesome. I know that you were pushing up because a different time zone that you're working in the Philippines and whatnot. I know you're working for the wee hours and just pushing it through. So, and I think, Amy, you really, hit the nail in its head is that, it's not an overnight success. We've been sowing the seed as well as the entire team has been learning about the power of this pack. It didn't happen. People might not get it immediately, but as they start putting forth the effort, they started to catch on. They go, oh my gosh, when the team does this, the behavior begins to form as you're beginning to get results. So I am super happy for you and I'm really excited and thank you for your dedication. As soon as the promotion's over, you're in flight, you're now in Texas.
Yes, absolutely. And thankfully, that it's true. Like you've got to do those things all the time. Like I booked this event, not knowing that 3 International was going to have these power up packs. I booked this event a long time ago, just because it's the right thing to do, to go to support my leaders. And here I am on, 2 days after the promo pack ended because I made that decision. And, some people might call it lucky, but I feel like it's just sometimes the harder you work, the luckier you get. And right. Here we are right now. So it really is like for such a time as this, I feel like.
That's right. Just like what Tony Robbins says, right? What luck stands for is labor upon correct knowledge, right? So we went out there and you do the basic work. And when the right time comes, you reap the rewards, and that's where you are. Well, thank you for all you do. And thank you. I know you got a big team out there waiting for you. So we're going to move on with the program. Thank you so much for being on the call.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you.
Thank you. And by the way, Amy, I know you had a record check, didn't you?
Well, I had a record week for sure. Yes. It really set us up, and you were so right. I said that to you this morning. I'm like, Kim, you're like a human calculator. So thank you for your vision. Thank you. Thank you for that. And there's something to be said about, just following the leader. So thank you for your vision. My husband and I were talking
Well,
about
we'll
that.
see you in Machu Picchu, okay?
Right, that's right.
Yeah, six star. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for being on the call. All right,
Thank
now
you.
let's go to Florida. I know that this couple work night and day, especially when they have a team internationally. And you know what, like it was like 3:00 my time here in LA, and it was 6 a.m. in Florida, and they were still pushing. So Kina and Johnson, tell us what took place and what happened to you and your team at the convention, and also with these packs and how you guys did it and what's the results.
Yeah, okay, let me share. All right, event plays a very important role in this industry, especially after the launch of the packs. So immediately on the same night, Johnson went back. We checked in the hotel, so went back to the hotel. I was under the weather, but Johnson immediately called for the emergency meeting, okay, to talk more about these packs. And so we tell the team, then they are so excited about it, and they're prepared to purchase it. Not only that, we even come back to Orlando. We still we do the recap for the event and continue to promote the pack. So it was crazy. And the other night we slept at about 3+, and at around 4 something, I found that Johnson is not next to me. He's already working again. That means he only sleep for about an hour. It's because he's helping with our new 4 stars. And we're very glad that we have our first 4 stars in Malaysia. So do you want to share?
Absolutely. Hi, everybody. Just want to share with you, for the past week, we have an amazing week. Compared to where we start, the commission went up, everything, the cycle went up, everything went up. But we knew before we even came back, we know the Power Up package, we will have a momentum. We know that it will help the brand ambassador actually to position them the right position to go the rank events, to get the cycle and so on. So we in California, we have numbers of people actually has already bought the package. But what we did when we came back, that we saw we earned some tokens in our back office. So we used the token to grow the team. We give the token to the team to encourage them. And surprisingly, let me tell you, I just wrote on the chat group about 400 people in my group chat. I said, you know what? I earned this token. I've earned this token, and it's not much. But if you were to buy the event pack, it doesn't matter 1, 2, or 3. Yeah, I'll contribute 100 token to you. And everybody raised their hands up. I want one. Johnson, I want one. As a result of that teamwork and the packages that we promote, we have actually created 1 4-star, which is I'm very proud of, Dato Sri Michael in Malaysia, the first 4-star in Malaysia. We created numbers of elite in as well, and many more 3-star, and also 3-star 30 club. Well, we have many more coming because it's not the end. The promo is not end yet until the 15th. So we are continue to run. But thanks for your leadership and your guidance, Kim. You told me that, Johnson, run. Are you? So we keep running and running and running.
Hungry.
We are hungry.
And I kept asking Johnson, "Are you guys hungry?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm hungry." And I want to, case in point, I think it's important to know that these packs didn't sell themselves. You two were on the phone constantly with your team, and also guiding your team and monitoring where they are at. Are they at Club 30? How far are they hitting elite and 4 stars and whatnot? And so because your dedication, your leadership, you guys worked. There were, I think on Sunday or whatever day, you only slept 1 hour. I'm in the West Coast time and you're in the East Coast time, and you're still working.
There is a saying, sorry, Kim, there is a saying in Chinese is, when you have dream, you can sleep. When you don't have dream, you can wake up.
Working.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Kina and Johnson, when you guys love what you do and you do what you love, you are living a dream and you are working hard. And not only are you guys achieving success, you are also helping your team to achieve success. That's great for me.
Proud of them. Yeah.
Yes. And I know that, since, you guys produced one 4-star and how many elites out of it, or still working towards hitting elite this
We
week?
have 2 elite that already born, and then we have many more elites coming up, and a star 3-star 30 cup coming
It'll
up
be
as well.
fun.
So we are working on it, Kim. It's not the end of the promotion yet. We are very excited, motivated every single day. We've been calling right now. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I got a couple of texts right here I need to reply, to be honest with you. Right, I get off this, I'm gonna keep on running.
Everybody's
Awesome.
busy.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's phenomenal. Well, thank you for what you do, both of you. Thank you for all you do to support your team. And I know that sometimes it's hard because you're in the East Coast and you got a team of people that are 12 hours different than you and up around the wee hours in the clock. So I love what Amy said. Amy sent me a text. Kim, I feel like I'm homeless. In that her hair's all messed up and she's all in her pajama. I'm like, Amy, you are not alone.
Yes, from this pajama to another pajama.
That's right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for sharing
Kim.
and thank you for doing all the work with your team. I appreciate that.
Thank you for
Okay.
the opportunity.
All right. Now let's pan our camera to our friend Mr. Gilbert is always fired up. I know that Gilbert, you had great success with this event, from the convention to the promo of the promotional pack. Tell us, how did the pack help you and your team, and how did you do it?
Well, you know what, Kim, I want to say experience matters. You've been through this. You guys had a divine plan. And, when I left the convention, let's go back to the first one. We got introduced to it, but when you don't understand the power of something, you don't understand it. But what happened was I started to understand it, and I really worked with a couple people that bought a couple packs. And all of a sudden in that 30 days, we ended up making them 3-star elites, like Dr. Verna Mackey and Indy. And then what happened was we run this new promotion. So what happens, we come back and then it was all about all of the people, putting them in position to win. There's a reason why Johnson and Kenya are excited, and Amy. And here's what I will tell you. I got more than 1 hour sleep. I started at 5, but at midnight Sunday night, we had 6 people that were still working on putting people into the business. And to understand this, we had what they did in 1 week with them power ups. That took them 3 months to do before. And then other people are putting themselves in a position for 3-star elite for 100 cycles because they got 5 or 6 people that are positioned because of the power up to go ahead. And when you start to get a mass amount of people that put themselves in a position to win, you get massive 10x growth. So what we've seen here is not what we created last month, which was incredible. Yes, I got to rank up, and I know I'm getting phone calls from Greg and Lori, but here's what you got to understand. It's what others are going to do. They're going to be able to do what I did in half or a quarter of the time, because when you do 1 million a day, I can't wait till we're 10 million. And what we're doing right now is we're putting ourselves all in a position to win. And when I talked to Samson, he said, oh, and then you said this token up. And I didn't really understand it at the beginning. Then all of a sudden, we started getting the flow. And then all of a sudden, we got tokens going to Orlando, and we got tokens going to New Jersey, and we got tokens. They're bouncing all over North America, and we're borrowing and we're giving one back, and we're waiting for them to come up. And it just created this excitement. But here's what it did. It created putting people in position to make more money that week than they've ever made before. But not only that, now positioned in the next 3 weeks to really, to go after Club 30, to go after 3-star elite and 4-star elite. And you guys, here's what I've known after 23 years in the business. When momentum hits, you want to be in the game.
That's right.
You don't want to be sitting in the crowd. You don't want to be watching from afar. You want to be in the game, because when it starts like it's going right now, you don't want to play that catch-up game. You follow the system. You get your power up. You go build over here. Now you get that, and now you got to come back and build over here. And for all the people that are in there, they'll understand what I'm saying. But I'll tell you what this has done. This has put thousands of people across the world in a position to absolutely make a difference in not only their lives, but many other people's lives.
Absolutely. And I think, Gilbert, you really had you articulated in so many people, perhaps on this call, what they went through the last weekend, with these event packed. Sometimes when people are watching, they go, these event packed, they go, okay, they're watching because this is okay. It is what it is. But when one person says, you know what, I'm going to take this lead, I'm going to jump on it. So when one person jumps on it, they generate a token, and then they put it back and apply it. The upline gets a token, the sponsor gets a token, and then the team gets volume. They got volume. They go, oh my goodness, this is how it works. And then another person would catch on and go, oh, I could do this too. It's the lead by example. When you got a few people getting into the groove, guess what? It's like a snowball effect. In the beginning, it takes a lot of effort to get that going. But when people actually take the leap of faith to go, you know what, I'm doing this. And so when that happens, you got a snowball effect happen. And that's what happened with your team, Gilbert, and many people on the call today. So, and, Gilbert, I tell you, you are someone that always lead by example. And I really, really do appreciate you. Of all the training, and there's many deep benches here at 3, but your attitude, your mindset, your voice, you portray such a powerful message out there for people to go, you know what, if Gilbert can do it, so can I. So I want to thank you for all you do and continue to do to support and lead everyone, Gilbert. Even right off camera before the call, you guys were cheering each other on. You were cheering Amy on and Kina, and everybody were, just amazing to see this 3 families. So thank you so much, Gilbert, for all you do, and congratulations on your success.
Thank you, Kim, and thank you for all you do, because the servant leader, and I was talking to Holly, and she was just saying, isn't it amazing when you have leadership with vision, leadership of not just being a billion-dollar company, but a multi-billion-dollar company. I will tell you, every person that's ever been in our industry only wants a shot, only wants to be a part of it. I love what you say. You can wait, you can quit, or you can get to work. I love that. I use that on a training today, Kim. And and Greg jumps up and he says, it's no time to wait and no time to quit. You better get to work.
That's right. That's right. And also very important, like what you said, and all to anchor what all the 3 people, and you yourself included, said about this. The promotion is just the beginning. What are you going to do to we create a wave, but how are you going to ride the wave to make this work? And it's what I'm going to talk about. So thank you so much, Gilbert. And it is absolutely right. We are being a young company. We're only 7 months old, and yet we hit, 1.6 million in a day. So that's remarkable. And so, as you know, that in any new venture, there are hiccups, there are challenges, there's things that we have to deal with. We're not perfect yet, but just like all these leaders, I always tell people when they encounter challenges, they go, well, what should I do? Some people complain, some people whine, and I say, listen, there's really like what we share with Gilbert. There's 3 things. 1, you could wait until when the system's all perfect, you can come in, or you could quit. Hopefully not, right? And the third thing is you go to work. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the next maybe 20 minutes or less of my time kind of talk about, how kind of explain how this wave is created, and how do we go about riding this wave, and how do you go about catching the momentum? Because I know that many people, I got friends over here that first time in this industry, they have cycle last week, 30 cycles, 50 cycles. That's remarkable. And so, and they have no experience in this industry. And that is the power of this platform. When, it's been said that network marketing is beautiful when it's done right. So what I like to do is I like to talk about, kind of to go back a little bit, right? Take a little bit breather, right? We were like chasing 24 hours from midnight 12:01 and until 11:59 midnight Sunday. I was pushing and chasing Daniel. I need reports, I need number, because I need to know every hour. I need to know where I'm at. Because if, that way we can measure and monitor the kind of work that we're doing. Are we doing the right thing? Are we saying the right thing? Because if that within the hour, the needle didn't move. We had to pivot and want to do different things, right? So it is remarkable for me to go through this journey again. We've done it before, but we're doing it again. Doing a second time is a whole lot different. And so what I like to do is, to create a wave, we all of us have to start out from somewhere. Like Gilbert, Akina, Amy, and also, many great leaders. Holly DeMont right now is traveling. She's going to St. Louis, Missouri. And so it's not only is a learning process, there needs to be a different phases of our business. We need to start it out, then we need to start building. Then when the right event, right promotion, when the right team comes about, that's when you begin to create that momentum. Now, to be fair, the leader that has shared, they have been in the trenches, building the momentum, farming out, spraying the seed, sowing the seed, farming out. Then when they have the right people, when you have a good enough of a base, you know how to promote it, that's when everything exploded. And I want to say this, that many people that are on this call here today that were at the convention, that were at the conference, the difference of people that went to the convention versus the people that didn't go to the convention. People that were at the convention, it's a lot easier to promote because they caught onto the vision. They were part of that energy that was created because they saw about the company, the epigenetic studies, the doctors, all the different entrepreneurs from our country. They are all together in one space because what that forms, it forms believability, it forms credibility. It gave them confidence that, I am part of something real. So that's why the power of the convention, the power of the events, you can't put a dollar sign on it because it is just, there is such an intrinsic value coming out from these events. So I hope that none of you will miss the events that we're going to be putting up, because the events is to learn, it's us entrepreneurs learning how to, learning some of the stuff, how to empower ourselves to get fuels for us to propel and work towards our dreams. So let's talk about starting out. So everybody in this company will have to start from somewhere. And I know that many of you have a list of people that you want to go approach. And so I just want to give you a little quick update. What we're working on tomorrow is that I'm working on a PowerPoint so that it's simpler version, so that all the leader, when they do home presentation or small presentation, such as Amy is doing with their group, we want to have a more succinct compensation plan. A succinct presentation, so people can just bam, wham, just go and present the business, present the story, who we are, the product, and, and the opportunity. And so when you have tens of thousands of people out there exposing the business, that they feel like empowered, say, what, I could do this. I could talk about the presentation. So we're putting all that together. Hopefully within a week's time, we'll put it in your hands. So you will have a presentation, a PowerPoint presentation, so you can do home meetings, Starbucks coffee meetings, wherever you are. So you can go and present the opportunity. So that's what we'll be working on, what I'll be working on tomorrow. And so with that said, so starting from somewhere, get your list out, start talking to people. When you talk to people, there's going to be another call. We'll talk about how you're going to approach and talk to other people. Just don't be, this is one thing I want to share with you, is that don't be afraid. Because oftentimes if we have the mentality that, who am I going to get? If that's a mentality, then we have a fear of how to approach people. But if we shift our mindset a little bit, it's not who we're going to get, rather than who am I going to give the gift to? Who am I going to give, rather than who am I going to get? Think about this. Many years ago, if I didn't work with Samson, if Samson didn't have the opportunity, or if Gilbert, nobody had told him about this industry, they would miss many digits in their bank account, right? So if nobody had gifts of opportunity to you, obviously it is a gift, but this gift will only manifest to what you want when you are willing to put forth the efforts, okay? So I think first thing first is the mindset shift, rather than getting people in a business, rather than gifting people this opportunity. If they say no to the opportunity, you can give the gift of health through the products, right? So the mindset has to change. When you knew that you have something to give others, then you're not afraid to approach other people. Why would you be afraid? I have a beautiful gift I want to give you. You don't say yes, not my problem. Like, what Shakespeare says, right? You don't have to love me, but you can't stop me from loving you. So if you love somebody, give the gift. If they say no, well, too bad, just we'll move right on. So I think that just to shift our mindsets, rather than trying to get somebody in, is to give the gift of opportunity. Now, in order for us to give the gift of opportunity, we got to know where they're at, their mindset. So when you talk to people, it's important to get a little understanding. Just learn to talk. Don't need to be so contrived and scripted, but really be natural. Like, I approach my friends. Two of my friends, I mean, just a quick example. I live in Sedona half the time, which I miss a lot right now. I'm in LA because I have to be home with my dad. And so, I have two friends, two very near friends who are like brothers to me. One is Gary, who's a realtor, and the other one's Joe, who's a builder. So, it's not like I'm going to get them in the business. I watch Gary. Gary's very successful as a realtor, but, Gary always doesn't have time. When I say, when the market is hot, he has to go there and cater to his clients. When the market is not hot, he has to prep his pipeline to build up his real estate, and it's, money is good, but he has no time. Whenever I go there, I'm looking for people to go hiking with me. He has no time. So when this opportunity came about, I'm thinking this could be a gift to him, but it's up to him to accept it. So I'm not out to look to get Gary. I'm looking to offer him the opportunity, but I know how to offer it because I know what he's looking for. I asked him, I said, Gary, what you looking for? I want time freedom. He has plenty of money, but just not enough time. And so, and that's that, right? And the second person, you go with everybody's prospect, but we have to learn to talk to people. The other person's Joe. Joe's a builder, a home builder, in constructions. Joe is in his early 60s. I said, Joe, how long do you want to be building homes? Right now, he's pretty fit and he can work. I said, Joe, when you're 70, do you still want to lift this heavy stuff? And so when you talk to people, say, listen, I have something for you, but you got to, all we do is we can lead a horse to water. We can't make them drink. And Joe and Gary, they could just, hey, take the product, but it's a process for them to totally get involved and fall in love with 3. And so if some people just, they want to go, bam, that's it. I'm 3, and some people go, yeah, I don't know. Let me kind of take a look. And, so it's a process, but you got to learn how to care about other people. I totally looking at them and I go, you know what a way to make money. I mean, no offense, right? I mean, so I said, they make good money, but I'm like, wow, if there's something, then I can help them. Why not? The worst thing that could happen is that they say no to me. Not even to me. They say no to the opportunity for themselves. So I hope that's clear to you. So there's really about several things, several ingredients to creating a wave for your business, to create a wave. There's several ingredients. Number one, you have to understand the rules. In the game, every game, it has its rules, right? It has its ups and downs. So when you understand that, it's so important. I actually went out there and bought a prop today. Okay. I went out there, I went to Target, and I got this. I got a little soccer ball. I got this because somewhere in the ball, it says 3. So anyway, so let's just say that if we're out to play soccer, right? So our aim is, I know I said this before, but I think with the ball, people can grasp it better. So our goal is to hit this ball to the net, to your side of the net, right? Your thing is to kick, right? Kick this thing to the net. Well, the rules of the game is there's an opposing team that's going to block you from getting this thing to the net. Even if you get this thing close to the net, there's a blocker that will try to kick this ball out. Now, that is the nature of the game. What if you are playing the game and then the opposing team comes in and block you? One block you, next one block you, another one block you. Then you go, you know what? Ball, we are not going to play no more. I'm going to grab this ball. I'm going to leave the field. And I'm going to go home and go, ball, it is just you and me. 3, I love you, you and me. Ain't going to happen. So we have to understand, being rejected people say no, it's part of the game. So when you understand that rule, don't take it all personal. Go, oh, I am not going to share it with nobody. No, get this thing out there. Okay. So now, so understand that rule. I went and bought the props. So hopefully that will drive this point home. Okay. All right. Now, the other thing is people. So this ingredient, right? Understand the rules. And the second is people. Without people, without network, without talking to people, nothing is going to happen to your business, right? So people, what do you do with the people? You got to find a way to care about people. Find out, try to put yourself in their shoe, the kind of work they do. How does that creating wealth and understanding what you have and offer that, right? So that's people. And then time. We all have to put in time in our business. This is not going to say, you come in today and you know what, next month you'll be rich. No, you got to put in time and effort into it. And last piece is events. It is through events that you're going to catapult your business to the next level. First, event is get the message into yourself, right? It's no longer about telling people. You got to soak up the energy. You got to soak up to all the message, what this whole thing's all about. Get it to your cellular level. Say, you know what? I really get this now. And, because you get to meet people from all walks of life. And so you go, wow, it's a process of getting yourself totally submerged into the opportunity. Go, you know what? I get this now in my DNA. I got this. I can do it. And so the events, right? And also after the events, then you gain confidence. And also typically when there's big events, there's promotions. So learn how the promotion work. Even if you don't understand it, lead by example. Get yourself a package or talk to somebody that when they get a package, I could tell you that we could have done so many training on teaching the compensation plan, but just having people learning to promote those event packs, they learn more about the comp plan and getting a much better understanding of the comp plan than if you were to do the training. So rather than learning the comp plan on paper, go out there and make it work. Just work it. And this in our business, we call it, you earn while you learn. Unlike university, you go learn everything first, and then you go get a suit and you go to work, right? It doesn't work like that here. You just, just don't worry about messing up. I've messed up. I am where I am because I messed up enough times. Just go out there and talk to people. If you screw up, you're genuine about it, let's just say that if I were to talk to my friend Gary, if I messed up, I messed up. But he's a friend. He will see who I am, right? So I hope that's clear to you guys. And also know that what's coming up. We have events coming up in San Francisco this Saturday. So if you know people in the Bay Area, it's actually in Santa Clara. If you know people in the Bay Area, plug them in. We have events coming up the following week in Dallas. We also have an event in Jacksonville. We have events in LA. So we have events everywhere. Make sure you get into the corporate website and look out for those event calendar and get plugged in. And don't forget, we're on Monday call, Tuesday call, and Wednesday call. So I just, in closing, I want to share this with you. I know many of you love the product and want to get customers and want to get people on the product. That is wonderful. And I want to give this quick story in that, let's just say that if I was a super customer getter, okay, let's just say that I was so good, I could get 1,000 customers a year. Getting a customer is one thing, 1,000 customers, but how you create wealth is getting customer getters. What do I mean by that? If you find 10 people who love to help people, you find 10 people. If you find 10 people that are looking for a change, you find 10 people that are looking for a way to create passive residual income. You find 10 people who's looking to make an extra few thousand a month to pay off their credit card, for the kids' education, for car payment, for help out with the house payment, whatever. If you find 10 people and those 10 people find 10 people and those 10 people find 10 people, if you carry it down to 7 levels deep, you will have 10 million people. It would take me old and gray before I can get 10 million customers. But if you were to go get 10 and they were to go get 10, just take it 7 levels deep, that will be 10 million customers or people that will be thriving in your business. Now, obviously, that's a big number and that's a perfect number. Numbers are perfect, people are not. But what if you kind of messed up 99%? Only 1% of that happened, that's still more than what I could do as a person, get 1,000 customer a month or a year, right? So, just through the power of number of exponential growth. Even though I love the product myself, I could probably go out there and share, maybe 100 customer a year. But wouldn't it be great if I have 1 million customer in a year's time by sharing with a few people who share with a few people who share with a few people? So, and by the way, we're a binary compensation plan. In this pay plan, it pays a lot deeper than 7 level. It just tracks your sales team infinitely deep, not 7 levels. So I just want to leave you with that thought. And so hopefully this Empowerment Tuesday helps you, the excitement the leaders are getting. I know that there's many leaders that are traveling, they're supporting their team. So you got some amazing thing right here at 3. In my 30 years, I would never, ever witness a platform, especially at such an early stage. What we have put together at the convention in Anaheim, you would go to a 20-year-old company, you wouldn't even see the kind of caliber and the infrastructure that we have put together, especially here in North America. So with that, I really thank you for tuning in on Tuesday, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the future coming trainings and in regional events. Have a great evening, great morning. And you know what? With the momentum that's created is utmost important. The people that bought these packs and they have the power up points, teach them, help them work on their list. And teach them how to go out there and share the opportunity. And that is why tomorrow I'm going to work on that presentation so that people, everyone will have that in their hands and go out there and do home meetings, one-on-ones, two-on-ones, and go out there and let's get 3 out there. Thank you so much and have a great evening. Goodbye. See you soon.